Page 62, Summer Fun. In this piece we're covering the left hand moving around. Because look at the piece. They give you a chart up at the top to show you things. I like to use the music. Those charts won't be there forever. So let's look at the piece. At the beginning in the left hand, you're down here in this G position. But if you look a few measures over, now your left hand moves up here to this G position. So the left hand is moving around this time, not the right. So whatever I talked about in moving the right hand, it applies to the left too. It's easier for me if you go watch that video so I don't have to repeat it all. It's just, I'm lazy, you know. For Summer Fun, 4/4 time, treble and bass clefs, we have the slurs for the legato. You're going to connect these notes at the beginning. And then we have the staccato notes, the short notes. I think a nice light finger staccato will be fine. If you want to use the wrist staccato, it's up to you, but you need practice in both. Maybe in one line you could do finger and the next line you do wrist, just to practice both. It's medium loud, MF at the beginning. It's all melody, so you just bring it all out. And we get to, let's talk about this left hand moving thing a little bit. Can't get away from it. At the beginning, well, your left hand is here. And the right hand, if you look at the third measure, the thumb's on this G, so you're here. They're telling you LH move. They're telling you to move. Somewhere in those rests you're going to move. I do it toward the end, right before I need it. But get it there before you need to play that first note. That's the point. But look at the second line toward the end. Let's look at maybe the last 4 measures. Your left hand is here, and then the right hand, and then they have an LH over. That means left hand over. So now the left hand is going to cross over the right to play that G up here, and then come back down to play the last note. Well, we want to get to where we can play the piano as much as we can without having to look at the keyboard. You want to be able to look, you know, at the wall or the ceiling or wherever, close your eyes or look at the music, if whatever, so your eyes are not glued to the keyboard. We don't want to be there. Sometimes you have to look at the keyboard, like here when you're moving and you cross over like that, you have to look down to see where you're going. And your hands are moving around a lot, like in the first line where the left hand moves from here to here. You have to look down for that to see where you are. But otherwise, most of the time, you should not have to look at the keyboard. So if you are in a habit of looking down every time you're playing, try not to. Stay on the music, looking at the music while you're trying to play. That takes some practice to get, because it's not real comfortable for a lot of people at first. As far as this piece goes, I don't have a lot to say. They say it's allegro. That means fast. You'll have to decide what fast is for you. I want to do a play with me with you to double check the notes and the rhythms, but we're going to go slow. You can do the fast on your own. So I'm going to give us 4 counts, so let's play this together. So go ahead and put your hands where they go. Left hand, right hand, okay. 1, 2, ready, go. Rest, 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 2, 3, 4. Rest, 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 2, 3, 4. Rest, rest, 4, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Once you can play this and you can speed it up, then let's try this duet together. Now on this duet, you pretty much have to have 2 keyboards here, because you're playing down in here and here, and the teacher part is playing in here. So you're playing in the same area. So you're going to have 1 keyboard or 2 keyboards, one for each of you. Otherwise, you got to move your part way up, like 2 octaves higher, and play it up here. That's getting pretty high up there. It's really better if you have 2 keyboards on this one. So I'm going to take this about like a 1, 2, 3. Can you play it that fast? Try playing it that fast. Let's see this. So go ahead and put your hands in G position. I'll give us 4 counts and we'll play this together. 1, 2, ready, go. 2, 3, 4.